Training camp is awesome. I've wanted this since I was a kid, so I'm just really grateful I'm here.
Is it what you expected, or has anything surprised you so far?
It's pretty much what I've expected. I think the amount of fans definitely caught me off guard. There's been more fans at some of these practices than at home games my senior year, so that was a little bit of a surprise. Yeah.
You have, everyone talks about these expectations that are on you. How have you felt you've dealt with, there's high expectations. Tell me how you've dealt with those so far.
Yeah, I've been asked this a couple times, and I think the truest answer for me is that a lot of that's coming from the fans. But I was the fourth specialist drafted, and I believe I'm the only one that's still competing for a job. So for me, this year is more about proving people wrong than proving people right. I don't feel a great burden to go out there and prove people right. I'm trying to prove that I was the best specialist in the draft.
What have you so far? I know it's early, but what have you learned being with this team about your crafts?
There's a lot more of a professional approach here versus college. For example, we would kick 4 days a week in college, and it's not necessarily good for you to. So we toned it back here. We toned back some of the work in the weight room. So I would just say it's a lot more professional and more kicker and specialization work, stuff like that, versus just being thrown into the team lifts and being thrown into the team runs.
So how has that balance been for you? You get the ultimate goal, but you don't want to overexert.
Yeah, I think it's just about maturing as a specialist. I can be sometimes a little bit of a meathead in the weight room, and Tyler's been on me about that, about toning it back, and just realizing that my one job is to go out there and perform as a punter. How I lift in the weight room doesn't, it's not going to earn me the job. It's not going to help this team win games. So it's definitely been good having the veteran guys around me to help kind of show me the way. I don't know if that's what he said, but he's on me a little bit about going too heavy on days we lift or stuff like that. Yeah.
You were known in college as a guy who was banging 100 yards. What have they told you about that in the NFL? Because you know that you can't just bang it down the field every time. So what have they been telling you in meetings, and how you maybe have to alter your approach to get more of the hang time?
Yeah, so you kind of want to take a little bit shorter steps. The longer you go, you hit more line drives. If that makes a little bit of sense. But then the other thing is a 60-40 ball. I didn't hear that phrase until here. And it's when the line of scrimmage is at the 40 or behind, it's called a 60-40 ball because you gross 60, you net 40. And that's something I've been told that every punter in the league is okay with taking. So there's times when touchbacks are okay, contrary to what everyone seems to think. But there is the adjustment of getting more hang time and being more of a pro-style punter.
So that means if you're on your own 39, punt, if the line of scrimmage is your own 39.
It's 41-yard net.
Back is
Yeah.
high, right, because it's a net 41.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How's the holding going for you?
The holding's been going great. I have some great guys ahead of me showing me the way. We get a lot of work on the jugs machine, stuff like that, and my experience as a kicker has helped because I know what they want and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm happy with how that's going.
In college at San Diego State, when you're practicing, during practice, is every punt a call, a situation call, like it is here?
I wouldn't say necessarily a situation call. Most of our call in college was on the protection. And who we were picking up and who we were letting free. We do a lot more situation work here when it's just the specialist and Coach Smiley, which I like that a lot.
What about your experience as a kicker helps you so Like what do you look for that you like as a kicker?
Yeah.
What specifically is helpful?
Well, just the firsthand experience of knowing how the hold affects the field goal and how a bad hold can negatively affect a field goal, I would say.
You talked much about adjustments from college to here. What has surprised you the most? Obviously it's a big jump to the NFL, but I wasn't thinking this would be something that would be such a big part of it.
To be honest with you, not too much. I think we do a great job of making sure we're all on the same page, and I think because of that, I'm not really caught off guard by anything.
Matt Smiley said that Matt has been doing a great job of helping you. What has that been like to have another guy in the room help you, even though you guys are competing?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I think it just shows his character. A lot of people would rather just mind their own business, try and win the job. But the fact that he's an open book and I can go ask him questions, I think is a huge help to me. And like I said, just shows his character.
What have you liked about being in Buffalo since you're there for rookie camp and OTAs and mini camp? You spent some time there.
Yeah.
Outside of football, what do you like?
My favorite thing is the people. I can kind of tell a little bit of a difference between the people here and Southern California. The people are a lot nicer, a lot more outgoing. Then the wings. Yeah, there's a wing spot close to where the rookies have been staying, and yeah, I've been there a lot. We'll say that. Yeah.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.